Hi, it's Keith with Rockford Homes 2 Series. Today we're going to discuss our fireplaces, how to relight the pilot light. We get a lot of calls on this in the fall and the winter time, and it's something I think we should discuss. So I'll show you how to take the cover apart. The front we're going to grab down at the bottom and we're going to lift up and then pull it towards us and then unhook the hooks on the top right up here. And then that takes care of that. You want to set it in a safe place. You might have some newspapers down or a drop cloth just in case it has some soot on it. You can put it off to the side. Then we can access all of the mechanicals down here. So your pilot light, gas valve, and restart are all down here in this area here. So what you'll do is you'll make sure that the gas is turned on, the switch is turned off. Okay, so we'll discuss what each of these knobs do. So this is your on, off, and pilot switch. This is your flame height once you have everything started, and this is the ignition switch to start the pilot. The pilot is looking for a flame sensor once you do get the pilot started in order for it to stay lit. So oftentimes when we light our pilot, we're going to need to hold this pilot light in after we have it lit, sometimes in the winter time, as long as 5 minutes in order for it to be hot enough to know that the flame sensor is there before you can turn it on and the pilot light will stay lit. So we'll do this now. We're going to turn the pilot light to the on position. You have to push this in and turn it a quarter turn until this arrow here points to the pilot light. At which point we're going to push and hold in on the pilot light to tell it that we really do want to light the pilot light. Then we're going to hit this ignition switch a couple times until the pilot light lights. You'll be able to look up through the glass and see that the pilot light is lit. And then we're going to hold that switch, like I say, sometimes a couple of minutes. We just turned this fireplace off, so it's actually going to be about maybe 10 or 15 seconds and it'll know that it's lit. But I just want to stress that in the winter time, we get a lot of calls that the light won't relight. It's only because that flame sensor is just too cold to acknowledge that there is a flame, and it's a safety so that it doesn't have partial ignition. So just hold it in as long as it needs to be. And we'll release the pilot light. We'll look up top, verify that we do have a flame. Okay, we do. And at that time, we can turn the fireplace to the on position. Again, you'll have to depress it just a little bit to get past the pilot position and into the on position. Once it's in the on position, then your switch to turn it on will actually function again, and you can actually get your flame from your fireplace. Now, if you notice that you have high yellow tips or your flame is too high, that's when you adjust your high-low on how much gas is coming through the valve. So if we go up really high and you see these yellow tips, the more yellow that there is, the more soot is going to build up on your glass. So it will be hotter, but you'll have soot that comes out. You don't want to see a whole lot of yellow. So generally it's adjusted down when we install it in your home to where the flames are blue and they're pretty low. That's the appropriate level. If you get too much yellow, you've got too much carbon inside of your fireplace as a result. So that's the long and the short of your fireplace adjustments.